Hey guys, welcome to another Cool Time with Bless. Well, today I thought it would be pretty cool to showcase how easy it is to bypass a client-side filter, which actually filters for specific file extension using the MIME. We know MIME is something that works around email, but also can be used to filter for web pages like this or websites. It's the client side. So we're going to be looking at how we can quickly bypass such a filter to upload a PHP maybe script that we can use to grab a reverse shell on our box and probably own that system. Let's see how that works. This seems to be what we have when we load the web page. So we can look around, just playing around. We see it has this upload functionality, which allows us to upload a file. So as it is at the moment, if I try to upload maybe this reverse shell, or probably I can go to my download folders. I've got this PHP thing happening there. Let me see if I can upload that. See, invalid file type. So usually just instantly it filters for the extension, the file type, and tells me no, this is not allowed. So let's quickly do a deep analysis. Let's see what's behind the code. I'm going to view the page source and probably poke around. I can see this is what I have. There seem to be a lot of links to scripts. So I can see here client side filter. I'm just going to quickly click on that. Let me see what is actually happening. Analyzing this code, JavaScript, I can see say window unload upon unload function. So we're going to start looking at get element by ID, select first, then document element by class, just regular JavaScript stuff, all the way down to file type. So this file's response display name none. Then we see if file type is not equal to image PNG. So if the file is not equal to, if it's not an image file, SMIME usually, if we go Google around, maybe check, sorry, MIME, I mean, if we check the MIME for, let's just go Google around, good way to explain what I'm about to talk about. So I'm just going to look for MIME type for image. We will see we've got image JPEG, image PNG. In our case, it's looking for image PNG. So you say if it's not that, then upload value. So it throws back an error at us. Usually that was why we saw that error. So which means if we didn't get that, obviously it's not going to allow us to upload that file. But if we did, it's going to do that and give us a success message. So quickly, we've seen what is happening at the back end, but at the client side, still within our browser environment. So if this was server side, we wouldn't be able to really do much about it. But since the website relies on the client to manage this kind of filtering, since we as a client can take advantage of our browser and make some changes, we're going to see how we can use that as a way to probably make these changes and put in the PHP stuff there and allow that us to get back a call. So let's fire up Burpsuite. I'm going to be using Burpsuite. I'm using the community edition as well, just so we get that handy. All right, so I'm just going to click OK on this and allow that to load pretty fine. Then I'm going to set up an intercept. I'm not going to update that now. Okay, great. So I just want to start Burpsuite symbol. So we're going to look at that. If we're able to send that request again, then maybe we can catch that and see what's happening there at the background. So I'm going to go to my proxy. Intercept is turned on. So I have to enable that from my browser. So I need to set Burpsuite to proxy for me. So I'm just going to quickly load this page again. And look at what I got. Okay, fine. I'm greeted with this. So basically at the first start, this is what I see. I'm going to forward this. If we look at this, we can see actually it's coming from the host, which is the website we're trying to visit. I'm just going to forward this to allow that page to load. Okay, great. So the page is pretty much loaded. So let's repeat that action again. Let's see. Let's drop that PHP stuff in there and see. Instantly, you see it didn't even go out of the browser. It was just stopped right there at the browser. So the browser didn't even allow the interceptor to catch that thing so we can actually look at it. Pretty much, you can see how a bit security is playing out there. Well, it's always good to have these layers of security so we can see the first layer. The browser takes action saying, no, you're not allowed to do this. I could modify the JavaScript. I can modify some settings on my browser, which will allow me actually do this. But I want to showcase a different technique to doing this. So let's stick around and watch how this is going to work out. So thinking out loud, what can we do since we have this restriction that will not allow us upload something that is like a PHP or maybe any other extension that can enable us to get a shell, which is what we really want to do at this point. So let's go finger around and let's see. I've got Burpsuite here. So I'm going to try this time around to maybe make some few changes in my Burpsuite that should allow me maybe do what I really want to do. So if I go in my Burpsuite, I can edit the intercept client request at this point, the file extension type. Let me see if there's any flag there that will not allow me to do what I want to do. And I can see there's one right there, which is this. So for JS, then the $sign, I'm going to just remove all that line. I don't want that thing in there. Okay, this looks pretty cool. Every other extension seems to be fine for me there. So I'm just going to OK this thing. What I'm trying to do is to allow my stuff to actually work here. So now at this point, remember, I'm the attacker, so I have the privilege to do all this stuff without any restriction of my sleep. So what I'm going to do again, I'm going to go back to my intercept, then I'm going to load that page again, then watch what I'm going to do from this point on. So I'll reload this page. Let me intercept it. Then I'll just, at this point, before I forward this to receive the response from the server, I'm just going to make some changes here. So do intercept, I'll respond to this request. Then if I forward it, I'll capture the server's response. Watch that. So I'm going to forward this. So this is the server's response. So look at this. Now I'm seeing I got 200 OK. Then I got the server flag Nginx, obviously. So what I'm going to do is this line where I've got the script. What I want to do is I want to disable that lookup for remember the script stuff we had saw earlier. If you cannot remember, let me go show you that again. If I come here and view the page source, just to show you what I'm trying to talk about. Oh, that's going to take a while because I'm intercepting it. Sorry. So I don't have to do that. So what I want to do is that line where the JavaScript filter is, which is here. I'm going to just delete that line out. Make it pretty easy for myself. So if I delete this line before I forward this request, so what happens? If it's going to throw an error at me or not. Oh, let's check. I'm just going to forward that request. Then I'm going to stop the intercept at this point. So let the page load as normal, as though nothing happens. So imagine this was me, an attacker, doing this on the client browser. Then I go in there again. Let me try and see if I can upload my PHP stuff this time around. If it's going to allow me. Again, that PHP stuff is what I want to throw in there. So I'm going to open that. See, nothing came up. Then I'm going to upload it. And boom, look at that. File successfully uploaded. So that was pretty cheap and easy to do anyways. So let's go see if we can get ourselves a reverse shell. So I know these uploads go to a directory called uploads. So I'm going to go look for uploads and find out probably if I've got myself something there. So I'm going to go resources. Sorry, not upload. This is something I was able to figure out from my, oh no. Then it should be uploads. So I'm going to go check uploads. If there's anything there, oh, there's nothing there. So maybe I have to do some brute forcing to find out where this thing goes into. Just give me a minute, tinkering around. Okay, I know there's assets. Is there a resource? Can I just advance? Okay, maybe I need to shut down Burpsuite at this time and load that page again. Sorry. I don't really need Burpsuite doing its thing. Oh no, man. Okay, look at that. Sorry about this glitch. Just gonna remove Burpsuite and reload this resource page. I got the 414 there. And then upload. I've got the 414 there as well. Excellent. Okay. I'll just load the page and see. Okay. So I'm going to grab maybe a directory brute forcer like GoBurster and just look around. Let me see what I can find from GoBurster. Let me minimize Burpsuite and do some GoBurstering here. I'm going to point this to the websites. I see some Java. Let GoBurster tell me what is there. So there's images, assets. I think we looked up assets already. I'm just going to be checking as it's throwing them at me. We looked up assets already. Is there anything else? There's this JS folder. Scripts.js, that should be our script. This is the client-side filter thing. So let's see if there's any other thing that will allow us to view what we've just uploaded. I know my PHP stuff is there, but I'm not sure the path to where it is on the server. So that's what I'm trying to think around to figure out. If I'm able to find out the path to where it is on the server, I should be able to exit to run that and maybe get a shot. But while that is doing its thing, I'm going to try around. Let me just navigate to where I've got my PHP scripts. Let me cut the content of PHP revert shell. Let me see what I've set as a port, because I need that port to be able to 8888. Okay, great. So I'm going to exit this thing. Let me start a quick netcat listener on port 8888. Then okay, so we're still thinking around. I can see only these two directories seem to be existing here. So if I go to maybe I had tried the asset, it doesn't seem like there's anything there. I'm just going to remove all these things. There is no upload. Under assets, there seems to be this page loaded here, but I cannot find. I see there's images. Can I go in there? Okay, it's just a copy. That's the one we saw on the web page. So I'm going to fall back. I'll just try the second one, images, and see if our script is there in images, because it seems only both directories are there. So images, can I just drop in there? Oh no, it does this thing again. Okay, so I'm going to pass the HTTP in there, just so I'm telling it to load this for me. Then I'm going to go to images, the directory. Wow, great. So look at our PHP stuff there. So let's watch our netcat listener. Let's try to click on this PHP stuff. And obviously we saw a callback immediately on our web netcat listener. Now we can just look around where we are, find out. We can see pretty much cool. We're already there. We can check who am I. We see we're www data. At this point, we have a basic access, initial access, obviously. We can now try to see if we can escalate privilege to maybe getting a root shell, then which makes us own the box, maybe doing some cron stuff for persistence, or also maybe a few other tricks for persistence purpose. But a quick caveat, do not rely on client-side filtering when you're implementing security. It is something to do. We understand security is a layered approach. So get that client-side thing going on there pretty much fine, but do not rely on it as your only security measure, because it can be easily bypassed, just as I've shown you. Always have another layer. Let there be a server side that checks for stuff like this and prevents stuff like this from being drop on the website. Okay, great. That will be it for today. It's pretty short. Thanks and have fun. Stay safe also.